You're listening to Rage Across the Northwest, a Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary actual play by Hallowed Haven Studios. Previously on Rage Across the Northwest, the pack was on a drive that felt too straight and too easy and ended up in Othello, and that's where we found the spirit of the North Wind, on the demon holding it and using it as leverage to try and get us to do a job for him. He wanted us to go to Hanford, a nuclear testing site, to retrieve some sort of metal with a name even I can't pronounce. Moon clearly wants to help the spirit, but we had a cub sitting in the car with Found as a guardian, and I wasn't about to take the risk of bringing her into that place or near that thing. We told him we had a task that was higher priority, which was delivering the cub to Spokane and the Sept there, but we'd consider coming back after. We dropped the cub in Spokane and spoke with the Sept leader there, River Watcher, before contacting some of my local kinfolk about getting a place to stay in the area. Accommodation secured, we headed to the pub for food and drinks and spent the evening discussing local challenges and problems, but also celebrating new friendships and ancient bonds under the ties of story, laughter, and libations.
Good evening and welcome to Hallowed Haven Studios. Tonight we begin our Werewolf the Apocalypse story, Rage Across the Northwest, with episode 6, The End of Spring. If this is your first time watching us, welcome. If you're a returning guest, welcome back. It's good to see you again. A note on safety. Rage Across the Northwest is a story which, like most stories here on HHS, will deal with adult scenarios and sensitive topics. Each of the players you will see appearing in this and future episodes have completed a session 0 with me. We are all aware of each other's lines and veils and will be respecting them throughout this chronicle. If at any point you do not feel comfortable with a topic, we encourage you to step away and take care of your mental health. Before we begin our story, I have a couple of announcements. Do you look as hot as our characters? Well, tell everyone how high your standards are. With our new You Must Be This Hot to Ride appearance shirt. Our amazing programs have inspired a wide range of designs and products to choose from in our merch shop. You can find our merch at the shop plugin in our About tab below or on our website at hallowedhavenstudios.com. Just click on the merch tab. As you may have heard, we also have a Patreon. If you sign up for one of the paid tiers, you'll be able to play monthly one-shots run by members of staff, see previews of our character art, look at character sheets for each player, access additional Patreon-only content. Without any more delay, we should wake our pack. I'm going to take that last part off. That threw me off, because we're not doing that anymore.
Doing what?
That star thing. Not that anybody was ever really signing up to it.
everyone, with kindness to everyone who supports this studio, everyone who's a guest star is in our shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or running them. Like,
yeah, it's either like the people who typically guest star are like usually players in another show or are like running a game. So I'm sure I don't have Grizz guest starring in anything. That's because he's a player in both my games currently. But he guest stars at a show. He also runs 2 shows. I'm a player in. Sorry, he runs. No, 3. Yeah. Yeah, you run 3 shows. I'm in 2 of them. BP's in 2 of them as well. It's like a lot of our players are like guest stars or players at other shows. We've also just been trying to consciously make a decision to bring in more people as players, because.
Well, when it works.
Yeah, when it works.
Well, I mean, I'm the only one in the past year and a half to try to bring in somebody new. Like we kind of did for
I'm
Changeling,
sorry.
but 2.
I'm sorry, Grizzly.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just I'm chopped liver.
Accept it. No, so you were around a bit, but I mean new, like they literally joined and within like a month we're in the show. You were around a hot minute, and then we cast you in this. As far as I'm aware, it wasn't that long.
No, not very long.
But like Hannah Marie and them, like only one new person was in Changeling.
The person playing Sigrun.
Yeah. Let's see. Freya was in past shows because I casted her for a different show.
30 seconds.
Do we have a recap?
Yeah. I actually had to stretch it out because BP did it super quick, and I was like, this is really quick.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she had it down to about 50 seconds, and we're like, dude, because she was talking really fast. So I was like, dude, I have to stretch and slow it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Grizz, and I'm playing Moonspoken, the child of Gaia Metis Theurge. Our pronouns are he, they.
Hi, I'm Grizzly. I use any pronouns, and I'm playing Sticks and Stones, the Homage Shadowlord Arun. Sticks' pronouns are he, him.
Hello, I'm Howl Valentine, and I'm playing Lost and Found, the Lupus Stargazer Philodox. Our pronouns are they, them.
And I'm Vironz, your 3rd storyteller who's running shows. I actually had to think about who else was running shows for a minute. How are we all doing tonight, players?
Doing
Good.
Pretty great.
All right. Well, after last week's episode with us ending in O'Donnell's, you guys all retired back to the lodging that various kinfolk helped set up for you. And now you wake.
I imagine Lost will get up, probably in lupus form, and look around to see who is awoken before them, and who else is hanging out. Are any of the kinfolk here, or is it just pack?
It's just your pack currently, and even then, as you're poking your head out, however you open the door, you do see that Very's room, her door is open, and you do not smell her scent. Or like the scent of her being present. Obviously, her scent is still there. There's a change of clothes if you want to steal some stuff.
Yeah, Lost will see this I assume I can smell that she's like left and not on the premises. So Lost will go ahead and shift to Glabro and put on some clothing because they know that Very is the only one that speaks Lupus. And then once they're dressed, they will go and see what other pack members they can find to figure out where Very is gone. And because is there a note or anything that she left?
Do you go to the kitchen first?
More than likely, yes.
Then yeah, there's a note on there. It says, I'm out helping my family.
Lost is going to take the note and go and find Styx or Moonspoken, whichever one is easier to find closer to the kitchen.
I imagine Styx has probably already been up for a while by this point.
Seldom sleeps.
Yeah, he actually might be in the process of making breakfast at the time Found wakes up.
Great. Then Lost is going to pick up the note and walk over to you and go, what does this say? And just hold it out in front of your face.
It says that Very is out helping her family.
When is she coming back?
Was Styx awake at the time Very left?
No. Just for convenience sake, no.
Cool. Can't be too sure about that, but I assume she won't be gone too long.
Lost is going to sort of huff. Fine. Is there food? And he's going to look sort of expectantly, but also trying to be very obviously trying to be nonchalant and failing miserably.
Styx points to a noticeably moist brown paper bag sitting on the counter. It is probably just full of various raw bits and pieces of meat. Some nice steak and whatnot.
Lost perceives the bag and wanders over and just sort of shreds it open and then proceeds to start shoving the raw meat in their face so they can more thoroughly wake up.
Could you go see if Moonspoken is awake, and if he is, tell him that breakfast is about ready?
And they're gonna like slightly drip gore and viscera when they say that, but shove the last of it in their face and go trundle off to wherever they think Moonspoken is sleeping.
Thank you, Found.
Where is Moonspoken sleeping? Also, point of order, how many rooms? Is this a house with multi-rooms? Is this like a studio?
Yeah, it's a house with multi-rooms.
Sorry, I don't remember.
No, we didn't really go over it. It's actually a pretty decently sized house. It actually has 5 bedrooms and 2 baths. And the kitchen is sizable as well, with an island counter and breakfast nook.
And every room has a southern exposure.
Oh.
Yes, there is south-facing sunlight. One wall is just an entire glaze, just glass.
Yeah, how is that possible? There's no south wall in the house. Sorry.
Yeah, so I assume that Moon is in a room of their own?
Yeah. You do not smell Moon in the house.
Uh-oh. yeah, Lost is now going to start to get concerned. If they can't find Moon in the house, can they smell where Moon has gone?
You smell Moon outside?
So we're gonna pause this for a second.
Great.
Hey, Moon, what you doing?
Like sitting on the front lawn looking at the sky.
Okay, I just didn't know if you're gonna be doing something else.
No, he just, he's outside.
Go ahead, Found.
Yeah, so Found is going to follow the trail to find their other pack mate, because otherwise they will start to freak out if too many people go missing. So they head out the door and like are trying to be quiet, but also Glabro is a clunky form for them because they don't like being on two legs too much. So they're not as soft as they are trying to be, but they will open the door and see Moon and just sort of very quietly say, "There is food if you are hungry."
I'm all set. Thank you, Found. I appreciate it.
Do you want company, or would you prefer to be left alone?
You can sit if you want.
Found will shuffle over and very awkwardly fold their limbs down, sort of doing a little squat with their hands in front of them, almost like they're tempted to put their hands on the ground, and then remember that they're not supposed to do that in this form, and will just sort of like flail for a second and then put their hands on their knees and sit there. Do you... Very is not here.
He'll be back soon.
Are you well?
No.
You can see Lost sort of like, if they had the wolf ears, they would be flicking in a lot of directions right now. And they sort of shrink a little bit and then sit up a little taller and then shrink because they're just not sure how to respond to this. They don't know what kind of injury or unwell this is. Can I help?
Found you are helping. Sometimes there's not a wound to treat or an issue to solve right away. Sometimes people just need company. So thank you.
I always need company, so it's helpful for me too.
Sometimes you just need the quiet.
They just sort of nod and like attempt to wipe their face of whatever trails of blood remains and then smear it on their pants.
Okay, so it just like takes like one of their long shirt sleeves and just like wipes your face. Like, so one thing we're going to practice when we have time is getting you used to this.
It is uncomfortable to be in this skin.
No, you just don't like being in it. Here, and I kind of like pokes you in the forehead to throw you off balance so you sit on your ass.
Yeah, Lost topples over.
Being two-legged can be very interesting, but it's not that bad. It's called practice. If you avoid it because you don't like it all the time, then you're never going to get used to it. And we're surrounded by too many kinfolk for you not to try. I know Very would appreciate it.
They look disgruntled, but they're not going to disagree with you. And they sort of shuffle up and try to copy. I imagine Moonspoken is sitting like crisscross applesauce or like with their legs over the step or something.
Yeah, crisscross applesauce on the grass,
Yeah. So they're going to try and copy that with varying amounts of success to emulate humanity a little bit more.
So, all right, first thing, he's going to stand up slowly. Come on, we're going to stretch out our limbs. Nice and easy, just like this. Your knees aren't used to being bent like that because you've never tried to actually do that. So first we're just going to stretch them out a bit. I'm going to try again. All right?
Yes. And they follow your movements.
All right. And then we're just going to sit down real slow. One leg at a time. There you go.
This is better. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I do understand by not liking certain forms. If you haven't noticed, I don't leave Hamid if I can help it. So.
Yes, but you were born that way. Yes?
No. As a metis, I was born in Karnos. And I couldn't leave it for a long time.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Then you do understand how different it is.
I do.
They sort of stare off. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, by all means,
I was just going to say they stare off for a minute before asking, how long did it take you to become more comfortable as this? And they sort of like vaguely gesture at your current form.
I didn't have my first change until I was about 13. It was one of the most painful moments of my life. Because my Krynos form causes me very intense pain. It's brittle, it's weak. And it's everything the Garu aren't. So the first time I ever changed into anything else, I felt relief. So it didn't bother me as much as it does you. It did take some getting used to because I am much shorter, still of course very much weaker, but it just takes time. And you're doing great. You just need to probably carry a small hand towel to wipe this up. Maybe some wet wipes to help with the blood, and you'll be fine.
It is difficult to remember when the customs are so different. This body is not mine. It is, but it does not feel like mine. And you and the rest of the pack know how to behave so that you can move freely and are not noticed. And it is difficult to remember so many rules when before there was just hunt and feed and life and death. And I did not have to worry about wet wipes.
Yeah, it's very true. But again, and I'm being very honest, you are doing very well. Even if it doesn't feel like it. Even if it doesn't feel like it, you're doing very well. And I know Very is proud of you.
I just want to help the pack.
And you do.
They sort of shuffle a little closer to you very awkwardly because their limbs are all like tangled up and they want to scooch over, and it's not a motion they're used to, but they manage. And then for the first time that you have probably seen, they actually shift out of Glabro and into full Hamid.
How does it feel?
Like I would have more trouble protecting the pack in this form. Also, I can't smell as much, and that is not good.
So you start to figure out your weaknesses. And then you also start to understand the strengths. There's a lot you can't do now, but there are many things you can also do. Again, Howl, this is a pack. We can look out for each other. It's going to take time. And we have time. And we're going to make sure you have time to learn. But don't eat raw meat in this form, please.
What? Why?
The human body isn't meant to consume raw meat like this.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I will try something not raw then, I suppose.
First, what we're going to do is get you a bit more used to handling Glabro, probably. But if you want to try your day in Hamid, I'm sure Very would be very proud and impressed. And everything we do is for our alpha. So. But I am going to do my best to help you stand up, because I'm fairly certain if you couldn't get down in Glabro, you're not going to be able to get up in Hamid. So, she'll stand up and offer a hand.
Yeah, Lost will take it. This is... How did you fold your legs this way? I don't. And they'll, basically let you pull them up.
You're going to put one leg underneath you. Yeah. And you're going to push off with that one while you unfold the other and then get it underneath you. It's a two-step process. It's not just one leg. There you are.
They definitely almost fall over at least once or twice during this process and just stare at you when they're back to standing up. How do you manage with one leg and not two? Two is too little as it is.
Humans have been doing incredible works for thousands of years on two legs. Right?
Truly. Yes. No, they are strange, but somehow marvelous.
All right. I should probably go tell Styx that I'm not going to eat again. let's head inside and figure out the day. And thank you for the company.
Anytime. And they'll nod and follow you inside.
Oh, you should tie your shoe.
They look down and they're wearing Crocs like they always are because they're the only shoes they know how to put on.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were wearing sneakers or something. All right, never mind.
No. They distinctly only wear Crocs. It's the only shoe they understand how to operate.
Oh, dear. Gotcha. I imagine
so they look
like
down and
weird...
then look back at you and just go, how do you tie shoes? I don't.
No, we're not going to worry about that today. Let's just get inside. It's a push door.
Yeah, they follow you in mostly successfully.
Saying that so fast. It's a push door. Oh, right.
Definitely Lost is definitely slammed into the door once or twice because they don't remember for sure.
I have definitely made sure you didn't go through a revolving door at least 5 times by now.
Oh god.
No, it's at most it's only ever been 4.
Yeah.
But we go back inside.
Sticks, what'd you cook up for the pack?
Sticks has prepared bowls of fancy oatmeal. Nice berries and different toppings.
I apologize, Sticks. I'm not very hungry.
When was the last
take
time?
A bowl and try to eat it.
When was the last time that you've eaten Moonspoken?
Not very long ago. Do we have any idea what we're supposed to do today?
Vero didn't leave any instructions, but I figured we might be able to follow up on the arsonist reports we heard about. There could be something to fill the time.
Oh, found. Do not touch that bowl without a spoon.
They were halfway to shoving a hand in it. Oh. Which one is the spoon?
It's the circular one. And you're going to hold it like this. Right? This is where the human finger dexterity comes into play.
They look like a toddler holding a spoon for the first time, but they manage it.
God, it's oatmeal. All right, so go ahead. It's could have been easier if it was fucking grits. Look at it.
I need to remind someone of their flaw.
Oh, I'm very deeply aware. Yes.
Okay.
They're gonna try. They don't know.
Not gonna work.
They're attempting to assimilate the best they can, and Moon said it would be better if they ate cooked human food, so they're gonna give it a shot. And they dunk the spoon in the way they would have stuck their hand in, and they like lick a little bit off the spoon rather than shoving the spoon in their mouth.
Yeah, what happens, God in the sky? Like up in the
Yeah.
Yeah, when you taste it, it is disgusting. This is, I don't like to use this term, but this is, actually, I'm not going to use the term because I don't like it. This is weak shit. This oatmeal and berries and fruit, that's for people who are weak. You know, none of your family back out in the woods would stand for this shit.
They fight very hard not to make a face and not to do that like distinctly animal thing when they bite something bad where they stick their tongue out a bunch of times and just go so they fight very hard not to make a face with probably not a lot of success, and they set the spoon in the oatmeal and set the bowl down and say thank you. It was
Found.
It was food.
Found.
Yes.
It's okay if you don't like it.
I did not like it. It was not good.
Okay, it's totally fine.
Yeah, that's entirely okay. Especially after you've eaten quite literally nothing but raw meat for your whole life, might not have been the best jump to start with oatmeal.
Moon suggested it is important to try.
It is. And you tried. And it didn't work. And that's okay.
I am glad that you understand. I am sure that if I had eaten other things first, it would be better.
It could be. If it makes you feel any better, the first time I tried to eat like meat that was still living from first animal I actually killed in my lupus form, I did not stop vomiting for about an hour.
What did you attempt to eat?
Well, I bit into the shoulder of the deer, and just something about it, the feeling of the blood, how warm it was, it just something in my brain, in the very human part of my brain, told me that that wasn't something that was supposed to be eaten. And my body reacted, and over time, it got better.
They look a little bit contemplative for a minute and then say, I cannot imagine wanting to eat anything else. But I will try.
Next time that you do want to try, I'll make you something with a lot more meat in it.
Thank you. How you said we can look into arson?
Yeah. So, I don't actually, out of character, did Very ever mention the arson to Moon and found, or was it just her and Styx that knew about it?
Just you and Styx that knew about it. I don't think. I mean, she talked about it, but you guys, like, the rest of the pack wasn't there. She was the only one who actually went over to somebody to gather information about that. But you overheard, so you know. You know that it, like, this arson thing is like ritualistic arson instead of ritualistic arson.
Could you remind me, out of character, where the arson was taking place?
I started more in the city, and it's, yeah, as far as you know, it's been a few hits around the city so far, but it's been the reason they think it's a serial arsonist is because, or arsonist in general, I don't know what the difference is personally, is that it's had the same kind of start and victim each time.
So yesterday, when we got to the Sept, I overheard some of the kinfolk talking about there's a string of ritualistic arsons going on around the city. And it seems like something that they're actively looking into. I know Veri was interested in it too. She mentioned it at dinner last night.
What is arson?
Arson is when somebody intentionally sets fire to a place, usually just for the purpose of causing destruction. Although in this case, doesn't seem like that's the motive.
So someone is burning things they should not.
Yes.
Would they not smell of fire then?
Not if they... Probably not if they left quickly enough, and then especially not if they washed themselves off afterwards.
This is why you should bathe less.
Six just kind of... He's tries to process this. He's deep in thought. So, what do you two think? Should we see if we can find anything about this?
You're kind of in charge right now, so.
Sticks. Want to make sure you actually have this. Oh, you don't. Lovely. Can I get you to do wits and etiquette? And since you don't have etiquette, you gotta roll at diff 7.
Okay.
No resourceful. Yep, wits.
Kind of not really in charge.
One success.
So you've kind of been allowed to be in the city. They haven't exactly said you're good to do shit.
Would Styx know generally if they're supposed to go talk to the Sept Elder to get permission?
Probably. That's one of the people you can go to. Mind you, you also don't have the connections to know where they are.
Gotcha.
So I'm just letting you know, you haven't exactly been given permission to do anything that might affect the the humans in the cities. That doesn't mean it has to stop you. You just haven't been given permission.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, it's definitely not going to stop him, but so you said around the city. Does Styx know of any specific addresses these arsons have taken place?
The reporters didn't mention it.
Interesting. Would there happen to be a newspaper?
Yeah,
nearby. Yeah. Did it get delivered to the house?
Yep. Every morning, 3 a.m.
Is Six able to look through and see if there's anything about the arsons in that?
The paper says that it's just there have been fires due to gas installation regulation issues. Yes. It just says that's like why there's been an uptick in fires lately.
Gotcha. And then again, no specific addresses?
No.
In the paper?
I think you would know. Sticks would very much know. Journalists would not do that because that's incredibly unethical and just not okay.
Well, yeah, that doesn't mean that it isn't inconvenient for him.
Yeah, because that's like sharing your address online.
Okay. Think the only lead they really have is going back to the Sept at this point.
All right. Well,
did Very leave the car? Wait, fuck, Sticks can't drive.
None of us can.
No, she did not leave the car because she needs it to travel herself.
Do you say out loud that we need to go to the Sept?
Yeah. Six probably been like just kind of somewhat talking this through out loud.
We could run.
We could, though. If we do it in Lupus, then that might cause issues. Wolves aren't really appreciated within cities.
Oh, yes. This one is in that building.
How far away is the Pack's house from the Sept?
So it'd be a 15-minute drive, but if you're having to walk because you're in Spokane Valley, if you were to walk from where you are, it's probably going to be about 2 hours. And if you want to take the bus, it's probably going to be an hour to hour and a half. You could also just call a taxi because you have money.
This is true. And Sticks. In that case, yeah, Sticks is just going to call a taxi.
Yeah. They said they'll be there in about 15 to 20 minutes. Is there anything you guys want to do in the meantime before they get here in that 15 to 20 minute period?
I don't think so. I think Lost is just going to make sure that there isn't like blood on their clothing. So maybe they'll swap out a shirt or something, or they'll swap out the pants. They'll go root around in someone's room and change those.
Do you steal more Sticks clothing?
Yes.
Just because I remember you doing that before.
Yeah, they'll probably steal like pants from Sticks and then, I don't know, a shirt or something from Very to tie over the top of the pants because in their mind, more layers equals more human.
Okay.
Hey, Moonspoken.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if we get permission, and we do, get to one of the scenes of these fires. Do you think there's anything in the Umbra you might be able to find that could point us to the suspect?
Not necessarily. The Umbra is hard enough to get into in the city as it is, and any spirit that might have been around probably didn't want to be there in the first place. Unless we're assuming that they went into the Umbra at the site of the crime, then the spirit probably didn't see anything. But I can give it a shot.
That might be one of our best leads.
I will do my best.
Your best, in my experience, tends to be above and beyond.
I am an adequate theurge at best, but thank you.
Okay. Grizz, I'm making the same mistakes as I did before.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm looking at the fucking general chat again. Yeah, I'm within, this lost and found getting dressed in other people's clothes, and you guys having a little bit of a conversation, if you want to call it that. The taxi does arrive for you to all pile in it. And again, it's that 15 to 20 minute drive to downtown. But eventually you get there. The driver makes it seem like it's a lot more of a hassle than it actually is. But I mean, you're there. He drops you off right in front of Riverfront Park. You see probably a couple people, homeless-looking people wandering about, one of which is pushing a shopping cart filled with their belongings. And then there's also just like normal families and folks hanging out around near the Sky Ride, which is oh god, it's not gondolas. I don't remember. And the famous, oh my lord, carousel. Yeah, I literally worked there. Yeah, and the famous is what they call it, famous Loof carousel.
Awesome. I do think Styx is probably just going to head straight into the Sept.
All right. It's not that long of a walk, but you do have to do a little bit to get to the Spokesman Review building and make your way up again. And it's the same girl who is at the reception desk yesterday. She does look a little bit worn out.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Just here, wondering if we're able to come in, ask some questions.
Ask questions about what?
I'm trying to follow up on something I've heard about arsons in the city.
Where'd you hear that?
Here, yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
She's gonna kind of like look around. Who told you that? Who'd you hear it from? Point to them.
Does Styx see the person who he heard it from in the room?
Not right now.
Can't say I see him in the room.
Yeah, you know, how do you know there's an arsonist? I mean, I haven't heard about an arsonist.
Does she appear to be lying?
What
is that, like a check I can make?
With sympathy. Div 6. Oh, 7, because you don't have that. But she will say, yes, I know what you are, but no, I haven't heard anything about arson. Do you get the feeling she's probably not telling the truth?
No, I don't think that's entirely accurate. Listen. My pack just got here.
I remember that.
Looking for, we're looking for things to do to repay, the hospitality of giving us a place to stay.
We didn't do that.
If you're to help.
And she kind of loops her finger around. We didn't do that.
I think that was something Styx would know in character. That was a me out of character mistake.
I mean, yeah, Styx would know it was Fairy's kinfolk.
Yes, in that case, he wouldn't have said that.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, I couldn't tell you about that.
Could you point to somebody who could?
No. They're busy doing their jobs right now, and if you haven't really been given permission by the sept leader yet, then I don't know if I can really help you.
Is the sept leader here right now?
No, he's busy.
Well, could you ask him to potentially give me a call when he is no longer busy?
What's your phone number?
And then Styx just gives his phone number.
Okay, I will make sure to pass on your message that you would like to speak with him.
Thank you very much.
Will do.
And I think Styx is gonna kind of look over to Found and Moon and probably just leave the sept.
Okay. Do you think there's anything else you might want to do there?
Not for Styx, but maybe if Founder Moon has something, they should totally do that.
This is the sept where we left Maria.
Yeah.
I think that was your name. Yeah. Lost, as like Styx goes to walk away, Lost will walk over to the receptionist and just say, would it be possible to speak with above the table, Lost knows what they're called. Are they cubs or pups for this?
Pups.
Pups?
Cub.
It sounded
Cub.
like both.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I know. I can't tell what syllable was at the start of that.
Yes, a C.
Thank you. So Lost is going to walk up to the receptionist and just go, would it be possible to speak with the cub that we introduced yesterday.
Oh, Maria, I'm not entirely. Would you like a Kleenex? She looks over to Moon.
Why? What?
I'm taking your coughing as in character.
No. I was just coughing. You know what?
Well,
it is now.
I was
going to
say it's not out of character for him.
No, I was just actually coughing.
I know.
No Kleenex, thank you. It's a very dry cough. I appreciate it, though.
Okay. Yes, Maria, I'm not entirely sure where she is right now. I think she was trying to set up a room at the, do you remember where she told you it was supposed to be the historic Davenport Hotel?
Ah.
It's relatively nearby. You can't really miss it. It's like one of the older buildings around.
Thank you. We will see if we can check on her there. And Lost will go walk back with the rest of the group.
Okay. Moon, this is I probably already know the answer to this. Are you doing anything?
Well, I mean, they talked to one person and then they left, and so he doesn't know anybody here. So no.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say I probably know the answer to that. You're too shy to do anything else.
Unless someone notices him and is like, "Hey, you're the one with all the spirit energy." He's just joining everybody else.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will say also for ease, Maria will give you not Maria. The receptionist will give you a map with a kind of circled where the Davenport is.
She uses scented felt markers. This time.
Lost nose will kind of wrinkle at the stink.
It's 2006. I am so valid in that statement. Leave me alone.
No, you're correct.
I remember being obsessed with those things.
Oh, she uses pomegranate. Sticks, here's the map.
All right. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Yeah, let's go pay her a visit.
Sticks, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Can you turn the map right side up?
No, I cannot.
And off we go.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, it's a very short walk. Very, very short. And yeah, I mean, this building looks worn down, old, and semi-closed off to the public. Like, they're doing renovations right now.
Can Lost tell if Maria has been here recently, or I don't know if he remembered. I would assume he'd remember the scent of the cub, sort of thing.
Can you give me perception and primal urge?
I sure can. What's
I
the
do
diff?
the same.
Yes. Anybody who would like to do that, yes. The difficulty is going to be 8 because there is the stink of the city.
So neat. In that case, can I use a willpower to make sure I don't completely fail?
I will never say no to that. Discerning.
Delightful.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
At least it's on a botch.
Just I don't. Okay.
2 successes for Sticks.
Oh, you only have
2
3
success
dice.
for me.
Okay. Bound and Sticks, you guys are able to pick up on the scent. She is in there. And if you were to kind of like follow your nose with it, it does seem like she's staying. Well, she was up and wandering around on the second floor, and then it kind of goes into this place you can't really see at the moment. But
Yeah,
it eventually does lead to an elevator. But as soon as you guys enter as well, you all feel as if something beyond your reach is watching you from over your like shoulder, and it is almost like it's breathing, but again, there's nothing there.
I don't know if Scent of the True Form will be helpful right now,
You can always roll.
or if it feels more spiritual.
You can always roll.
Yeah, hell with it. We'll try. Lost is trying to make sure that the pack is, not surprised. Standard?
Yep. What it says in the book.
All right. Well, that's minimally helpful.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't really help. And I'm going to say there are humans and animals about.
So neat. Lost knows so many things now.
Yeah, I'm just going off what it says. It would tell what you would know. And yeah, there's humans and animals about right now.
Sure there are people in this hotel.
There are dogs here, but everybody and like all their animals really do seem to be like steering fucking clear of you. Like they're giving you 10 to 12 feet distance.
Wait, the minimum. 3 of us?
Yes, if you guys are sticking close to Lost and Found right now.
No, so that would be specifically for Found. They're saying clear Found.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, clarifying that.
Yeah, no. It's
Even
more,
though
it's
I'm
more
in
Found
currently?
Yes. You forgot you have something on your sheet.
Apparently.
Oh, you don't. You don't. Oh, you knucklehead.
What do you have?
Oh, dang it. Yeah, you're right. I did forget about that.
Mm-hmm.
This is part of why I don't go to Hamid a lot. Whoopsies.
But it wouldn't really change either way, but either way.
You're right.
No, it's the one that makes everyone terrified of you. For Grizzly, sorry.
Yep. Yes, Grizz, it is that one.
Yeah, I don't know that Lost would clock that, so they'll just sort of notice that everyone is giving them a wide berth and then like look down at themselves and sniff because they cleaned up the blood and bathed this morning like people keep telling them they need to, so they don't understand. And they'll just look at Moon.
Mm-hmm.
I clock it?
Yeah.
With Sticks.
Shit.
Yeah, everybody but like Lost and Found would clock like shit. There's a lot of humans about, and they are clearly keeping a distance from your group. Very specifically, Lost and Found.
That's
Found? Hey,
Yes.
I think it's best if you wait outside, actually. Or actually, Sticks, you go see how she's doing real quick, okay? We're gonna be outside.
maybe I could bring her down to chat if you would like.
If she's willing to, she's probably taking a chance to rest. But let's get going, Found, okay?
All right. They look a little confused, but they'll follow you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Once we're safely outside, there are some Garu that no matter what they do, humans are just innately afraid of them, no matter what they do. It's no matter what form you take, no matter how hard you try, it's something, it's an aura about you that just makes those that would just be essentially prey or otherwise scared of you avoid you entirely.
I see.
It's not something you did, it's not something wrong with you. It's just that you have that aura of a Garu that's, call it a leak if you will. It just makes it a bit more difficult to fit in with humans, and we are usually around kinfolk, and they don't usually have a problem with it, and that's why you haven't really noticed it yet.
I thought that was just normal.
No, unfortunately.
They sort of nod thoughtfully. This makes sense. It is why when we hunt on four legs, prey cannot see or smell us before we get near.
But in your other forms, it's going to notice you.
I see. It is better, I think, when I am... And they look like they're thinking really hard for a second, trying to remember terms that they were taught when they first changed and were adopted by the Stargazers. Glabro, I think that is the word.
While we wait for Sticks, I think, and he'll reach into his little side bag where his medications is, and he's gonna pull out, not a sponsor, fatty brand meat stick, and he'll hand it to Found and go, this is cured meat, so it's technically kind of cooked, but it's pretty much just pure protein. You should be able to eat it just fine.
Well, do you unwrap it first, or do you hand it to them in the wrapper?
Unfortunately, I have 4 dots of intelligence, so he would have started unwrapping it as he's handing it to you.
No, that's so fair. That's very reasonable. I just have to check.
No, I thought about it too. I'm just like, man, if this was like a 2-dot intelligent character, you'd better believe would just handed the stick to you. But like, a little too smart. I'm kind of bummed.
Yeah, very reasonable.
I'm too intelligent for this stupid maneuver. As he hands you the unwrapped meat stick, someone clip that, and then there you go. It's like, just eat this and kind of think about it. Just know that no matter how all of them react to you, I know that you're a sweetheart, so don't worry about it.
Yes, I imagine my heart would taste very good. And they like take a big bite out of the no-name branded, unbranded meat stick.
No, Found, it means you're a very kind person. No one's gonna eat your heart on my watch. Well, no.
they would have. I will eat them first, and then they keep eating the jerky.
I have no doubt that you would.
Thank you for watching Rage Across the Northwest. If you enjoy this story, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to follow more of our content. You can find all of our actual plays on our website at www.hallowedhavenstudios.com. Please consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/hallowedhavenstudios. Your support helps make more stories like this possible.
Styx, you are currently inside the hotel, and the presence you felt kind of on your shoulder, looking over your shoulder, really is feeling about 2 times stronger than it was before, now that the other 2 are gone.
Well, that's ominous. Is there any sort of maybe... Is there any role he could make beyond Primal Urge to figure anything out about this?
Oh, Primal Urge wouldn't do that. You'd have to do intelligence and occult.
Sick. Can I do that?
Yeah. Calculating should work too.
What's difficulty?
Probably 8. Yeah, we're going to stick with 8.
Uh-oh.
Deeply unfortunate.
Yeah, nothing.
Hashtag nothing burger.
In that case, I think Styx is going to just try to continue up to where Maria is and hope that this isn't something horrifyingly dangerous.
Do you take the stairs up to the 2nd level, or do you take the elevator up to wherever you think you might get the scent next? Like, do you find a stairwell to go up all the floors or not? Is really what I'm asking.
I think Styx is going to take the stairs.
Okay. When you get on... When you kind of get to the landing on the 2nd floor, so really it's very quick, mind you. Can I have... when you do that, I'm going to have you roll your willpower now. This is going to be difficulty 6. Okay.
4 successes.
Something is trying to influence you, but does not succeed.
That's not ideal.
But yeah, as soon as you get up to the the landing of the 3rd floor, which is the scent still goes up further, but when you get to the landing of the 3rd floor, this almost influence goes away. It returns on the 4th, but nothing comes of it either. But you walk all the way up 6 flights of stairs. Thankfully, you're an Arun. Actually, no, never mind. Your stamina's. It's a schlep. You're feeling a little winded. It's 6 flights of stairs.
Styx at this point is kind of slightly in his head assuming that this is somehow Maria's fault.
Okay.
So he's kind of trying to make a beeline to where he thinks that she is based on the scent.
Yeah, I'll let you have like getting very close to her. Like you're able to pinpoint it's like one of two rooms. And then like when you get closer to the door of one, you realize it's the other, and you're able to knock on her room.
Styx just knocks, yeah.
All right. She'll you kind of hear her muffled through the door. In a minute. And then eventually she answers the door. She looks a little bit disheveled. Like she didn't sleep.
Hey.
Hi.
How's it going?
I haven't slept in 2 days now.
I can tell.
Or, well, I guess I did take that nap, so I just didn't sleep last night.
Would you happen to have felt any strange presence is here in the hotel?
Oh my god, yes, I have. My eyes did the thing again for like an hour of where I was stuck just seeing this like dust and snow and this woman just walking around, hovering over people's shoulders.
Yeah, I think I met her. Do you want to leave the hotel for a while before someone gets possessed? Moon and Found are outside if you wanted to chat. We didn't really have much to do today, so we figured we'd come check in on you.
Okay. Can we take the elevator? The stairs is where it feels strongest, like 4th and 2nd.
Yeah, that sounds smart. I took the stairs up here, and those are the floors I felt her on.
Yeah, I need to look into the history of this building. I mean, there's got to be something to it.
Yeah. So, and then as they're walking, these guys kind of keep chatting a little bit. So, you said you have been able to sleep?
No, when I saw her kind of on other people, like over and on other people's shoulders, I just kind of wanted to stay awake and make sure she didn't try to get me to do anything.
That's fair enough, I guess. You're tired? You need some coffee?
Yeah, let's... Do you guys want to get breakfast at the restaurant downstairs? Not breakfast. Yeah. No. Do you guys want to get lunch at the restaurant downstairs? I think they're open.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that everyone would love to eat breakfast. I mean, sorry, lunch.
Lunch.
Right.
Yeah, yes. Lunch. I forget what time it is.
Me too.
It's the brunch time.
And I said, what about brunch time at Tiffany's? He said.
I actually skipped over that song earlier. But yeah, and she takes the elevator down to the first floor and walks over to the restaurant and just tells the host, table for 4, my friends will be with me in a moment. And then she's told to wait there.
Styx will go out and grab Moon and Found. Hey, Marie's wondering if she wants to get lunch with us. Apparently some weird stuff is happening in the hotel too, so we probably should talk about that.
Do we want to... Should we go and not have lunch where the weird stuff is happening?
I mean, if you absolutely insist, we could have lunch outside the hotel, but...
I'm not really worried about lunch if it's all right. Let's go eat lunch.
Yeah.
I will follow you in a moment. And Lost is going to look to see if there's like an alley or someplace where they can shift into Glabro real fast because they don't want to cause a scene in a restaurant. Lol.
What form are you in right now? I thought you were in Glabro already.
Hamid still. No, they're in Hamid. When they're when they have fair Glabro, it's not a problem, but they're in Hamid, and that's why it's a problem.
Hamid is not the problem.
That's why you wait, which flaw is the problem then? Because I thought it was Sign of the Wolf.
Sign of the Wolf is all.
L.
That's why Moon said, like, we're usually around kinfolk, so you haven't noticed.
Ah, okay. Sorry, my bad. That's a player thing. Then retcon that. Lost would not say that. They'll just follow.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are in the home court. Got menus. There's they offer coffee, tea, anything that you want.
Does that weird feeling follow us through the lobby to the restaurant, or is it just like in the lobby and then?
Yeah, because the restaurant's in the hotel and the lobby essentially.
Yeah.
So I will say, Sticks, when they when you leave, the feeling's gone. When you all re-enter, it doesn't feel as heavy. It just feels like it did when they were when you guys were all in before.
Interesting. But yeah, if nothing really dramatic happens, Styx is gonna lead everyone to the table, sit down, get menu, order food.
Moon
doesn't even look at the menu.
So, Moon, what are you gonna get?
I'm fine.
What are you gonna get, though?
I'm not gonna get anything. Sticks.
I don't think that's gonna fly anymore, Moon. You haven't eaten in days.
I appreciate the concern.
Moon, order something.
Sticks. I say this as politely as I can. Don't tell me what to do again. If you would like to make a scene, by all means do so, but that's on you.
Well, fine. In that case, Styx is going to... He's going to order a sandwich and then also a second sandwich.
Yeah, they call it it's a Louis sandwich. That's what they call it. So it's crab and lettuce and all the good things.
Oh, good. Out of character for the crowd, I'm allergic to everything in that sandwich.
I didn't know that.
Good thing my character doesn't want to eat right now. Jesus.
I didn't know that.
That's funny.
Is Moon also allergic to all of that?
No, but that'd be really funny.
That would be very funny.
But no, I mean, if you put the sandwich in front of him, he just doesn't touch it. He just waits for everyone to finish eating.
Styx is not going to begin eating his sandwich until Moon takes a bite, and he's making direct eye contact.
Maria's trying to look polite by not touching her food. She is also very much giving, like, switching her eye contact between Styx and Moon, and probably Lost and Found with whatever they're doing.
Lost
Moon,
looks.
Moon. Good. Sorry.
I was going to say Lost looks very confused and looks at Maria and just says, "I think you should eat. I think we should all eat." Moon, is eating uncomfortable? And like they look genuinely curious and confused. They're not trying to imply anything.
I'm going to make this very easy for everyone. I'll take a look around the hotel and see what I see. Everyone should eat something. Pats the table once and stands up,
including you.
puts the chair away, and starts walking away.
Moon. Please come back.
He's gone.
I don't think trying to force him will be helpful.
I have not seen him eat since we left Portland. That is not healthy.
I understand. But when Pack is suffering, it is not good to show weakness in front of non-Pack. This is something we can discuss later.
Fine.
Eat, so that at least one of us has full strength. You too. And Lost looks at Maria and says, "You should eat."
I was planning on it. I was just going to be polite and wait for everyone to start eating.
That is kind, but when others are not polite, I see no point in being polite back.
I almost forgot you were what you are. Yeah, what you are.
Lost sort of tilts their head very slightly because they recognize that they're supposed to be human right now and that all of their body language that they'd normally communicate with is not helpful. I am not sure if that is a good thing or if you mean something else.
It means nothing. Truly, it's not a compliment, nor is it angry, but you might understand. It's not happy nor angry. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Art is... And they sort of like sigh heavily. Language can be difficult. Are you well? Is the Sept caring for you as they should?
My dear, it's only been a day.
A day is plenty of time for things to go wrong with a pack.
Is that from experience?
Yes.
Her eyes begin to cloud over. Which I don't think either of you saw.
When it happened last time? I don't believe so, no.
Yeah, last time I don't think either of you saw it, but you guys see it now. Her
I
eyes
do
are
imagine Six will be able to extrapolate and figure out what's happening, though, pretty quickly.
You would understand a gift is being activated. I think that much is evident to you. Anything else you would need to roll for.
In that case, can I roll to tell that this is what she was talking about with seeing all the ghosts and everything?
Yeah, you would need to roll. Let's do investigation and enigmas. Because you're not familiar with what... No one is familiar with what white howlers can do.
You did just say investigation enigmas? Did you mean intelligence?
I meant intelligence, yeah.
Cool. What's diff?
9.
No successes.
You understand a gift is being activated. That is it. And to that, she's just gonna start saying, shit, not again. She's on... Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish that.
She's stretching herself thin. She's on both of you at the moment.
Who is on us?
Is it that ghost you were talking about?
Yeah, it is.
Lost sort of sniffs as if they could smell it, which I assume they cannot.
No.
Yeah, no, I didn't think ghosts had a scent, Vironz. Don't worry. They sort of look around. How do you make a ghost leave?
I don't know. I just started seeing them. Well, I guess after whatever happened in that house when you guys saved me.
This feels like something Moonspoken would be better able to help with.
Perhaps you want to go get him then?
Yeah. Probably should go find where he ran off to.
You two should eat. I will find Moon. Unless you two above the table, unless like y'all look like you're done with your meal, but otherwise Lost is gonna want you to like eat to regain strength.
I think this would probably be done by that point.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Lost is yes.
Yeah, I was gonna
find
say
Moon.
they'll have offered a box for Moon's food.
Styx will take the box, put Moon's food in it, and carry the box with him.
Okay. Maria will tag along. Hey, Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me how you're feeling when you after you walk off.
He went to the bathroom and he was going to slip sideways.
Oh, thank you. I was going to have you roll for that.
Yeah. Would that have taken over 5 minutes? I could have spent a whole time. Or do you still want me to roll?
I mean,
I would have just taken the past 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say you are willingly indulging in this flaw at the moment, which I adore.
Yeah.
So I will allow. This conversation took us 10 minutes in total for us to role play out. So yes, 5 minutes is more than enough time.
So yeah, he in a deep bit of upsetness and the quiet flicker of the little bit of rage that he has, he went and slipped sideways.
Subpittance. Yeah, when you cross over, there is. I mean, the bathroom still looks like a normal fucking bathroom right now. But if you were to step out of that, there is glass all over the floor.
Yeah, he'll just start walking through the hotel.
Yeah, there's glass all over the floor. There's some weaver spiders. I'm telling you everything that you can see first and second floor because it's kind of more balcony open and to look down at the lobby on the second floor. Anyway, there's glass all over the floor, and you can kind of see where, mind you, it's not there in the real world, but it's kind of where this like plumbing of where a outdoor rooftop pool would be. And that's actually also where part of that glass is like cornered out. But you don't see the
Are
ghost
you
right
wandering
now.
around?
Oh, okay.
You seem to be trying to get everyone's attention.
Not attention. Suffer same fate. And it's kind of this all-around whisper reverberation.
You want everyone to suffer the same fate as you.
You. Every one of you.
Do you mind showing yourself?
This is a roll you're going to want to fail. I want you to roll perception and willpower.
Can't I choose to fail a roll?
You want to get hurt?
You said I want to fail the roll.
Yeah, you want to fail, but I'm still going to make you roll. It's your perception and willpower.
Wait, that's not what I asked. I said, I'm allowed to just fail a roll, but then you asked, do I want to get hurt?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm thinking inverse at the moment. No, sorry. The reason is I think of this as like a rage roll, because if you succeed, that's when you're going to feel it and get hurt. To fail is to not feel it. You can't choose to fail because you can't choose.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, you can't choose to fail like a frenzy or like rage check.
Oh, sorry, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is like, do you want to get hurt? Well, no, but that seems like what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
what's
you good. Diff 7.
Sick.
Yeah. This is audit. Oh, wow. It's like the second half of the session you start rolling really good.
That was the opposite the past 3 sessions, so I disagree with you.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? You're right.
It's just whenever he does real good moon stuff, he rolls good.
It's almost like that's what he was built for.
That's wild. That's crazy.
A roll her thing. Can you take 2 points of bashing as your ears feel like they're going to start to bleed?
Cool. That gets up to aggravated because of my menace weakness.
Oh, yep. So yeah, your ears are bleeding. They're not ruptured, they're just bleeding.
Gotcha.
As she is then screaming, forcing the space to kind of warp around a little bit. And then she's pulled in. And you see this woman in a kind of like 1920s or 30s bathing suit.
That wasn't very polite.
You asked me to be seen.
A little warning would have been appreciated, but it is nice to see you. My name is Donnie. It's my pleasure.
Your name is Spoken.
My Garu name is Moonspoken. I didn't know which one you prefer.
That's the name I see written on you.
Yes. Now, I understand that you want people to suffer the same fate. Is there anything I can do for you to help you move past this rage?
Gotta think on that. She is going to say and do nothing and hold. That kind of like pose of anger.
Okay.
Well, I was about to say you'd be able to see like what she's feeling, but I would rather have you roll for that if you want to see how she's feeling, other than generally pissed off.
Yeah.
Or like why? Sorry, I'm wondering if you want to roll to see why she's saying nothing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. That would be. You have to stop looking at stick sheet.
That helped.
Yeah. Well, I'm not looking at yours either, but I just need to switch off his for a minute. I want you to roll perception. Sorry, no. Wits and occult.
Okay, got you. Alright, that changes things. That's the difficulty.
6.
Cool, I'm gonna spend a willpower. Two successes.
Kind of seems like she doesn't really know. It's not really a thing she has a grip on of why the fuck is she like, why can't she understand or know what she needs to do to not try to get people to kill themselves, essentially, or be killed?
Here's what I can tell you. Given everything I've learned about you so far, you don't truly want this. It's just the result of many years of slowly stewing in your own hatred. And that can take time to unwind. And seeing all these people in the hotel where it happened is probably very terrible for you, and I'm deeply... I feel nothing but sorrow just seeing you. It isn't pity, it truly hurts. And I want nothing more than to help you, and if you don't quite know why you're still doing this, perhaps it's time to take a look back to the past one more time and start the healing process.
No.
Being stubborn isn't going to help you. You're not helping yourself. You're just hurting other people when you should help yourself. You're not feeling any less anguished by doing this. The anger isn't going away. If anything, now you just have guilt for all the bad you've done. You need to unleash and slowly untwist the hatred so you can get to the hurt, so the hurt can heal. But you're not going to be able to do that if you keep hurting people.
I feel no guilt.
Yes, you do. I can see it in your eyes.
She looks like she is seething right now.
At that, Donnie will stand up a bit straighter. He kind of taps his staff on the ground. He has his chin up. It's like, I need you to cease this rage to see yourself. I won't have it any longer.
Charisma, leadership, spirit, heritage, difficulty 7.
Oh, can I go for expression instead of leadership? I'm not leading her over the path here.
I will negotiate to empathy if you have that.
I do have empathy. That is actually considerably better, so I will take it.
Okay, expression is not exactly what would be good here. Leadership would be ideal. Empathy is what you are giving as well. So
yeah. So this is what difficulty?
7.
Cool. Can I use trustworthy here?
Yes.
Nope.
Genuinely thinking on that. If you could see my face.
Yep. I'll toss in a willpower and hit it. 9 successes.
Wow. 9 successes on a pool of 13 people. And at that, you can actually feel the area. And for the people inside, I would say roughly around now is kind of when you guys could feel the ghosts start easing up. And in the Umbra, the glass, for the most part, goes away except for what's under her feet. And you can see that she has relaxed slightly, but is almost stopping what she is doing. But she doesn't look like she's going to fight try to cause anybody to, throw themselves off of the railing.
Doesn't that feel better?
Better when nobody's here. When nobody's here. They pushed me. They pushed me and said I fell.
I understand. It's a terrible thing.
And then they destroyed it. And now there's fires.
Who's causing the fires?
Don't know. I only feel the presence of burning, begging for a cleanse.
Can you tell when it's going to be happening next?
I only feel when it's happening. The anger. The anger is most powerful then.
Here's what I need you to do for me. Can you tell, when it happens, can you tell the location?
I will try to point in direction. I'll try to point in a direction for you.
Can you leave the hotel?
No.
Oh, hey, I understand. I'm going to stay here with you, and you can point me in the direction that it's happening. It'll allow us to respond and hopefully catch the perpetrator.
Most often, it's been happening, and she's going to point to the. You guys are going to hate me for this. East, north.
Yeah, no, I'm not happy about that, Vironz. You're absolutely correct. As someone who just kind of knows the cardinal direction, that's not really. That's fine. That's cool. All right. East, north. Gotcha.
Sorry.
Follow that. All right, Magellan. All right. So when you feel it happening, I'm going to be here in the hotel and let me know. But I need you to promise me something, and I mean this. You will not lash out at these guests. They had nothing to do with the terrible thing that happened to you, but we're going to find the people who did do this to you as best we can. But letting go of this rage will start the healing process. Because the only thing you're doing is allowing them to win by letting it stew like this. I know it hurts. And I'm sorry. Will you be alright if I go?
Yes.
There's a lovely upstairs room I believe that's currently empty. Why don't you stay there for a while until the guests have all retired to their rooms? So you're not as tempted and things will be easier for you.
I've seen and been in all rooms. None have helped.
It's more about staying away from the people because they trigger your anger, yes?
Yes.
So let's avoid them for now until we figure out the fire situation.
Okay.
I appreciate it. I'm going to do my best to help you. Look, the more you try to hurt people, the more I have to do the opposite. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Have a good day. Have a good rest of your day. And what is your name?
I don't remember.
Let me try something. He's going to walk over, and I'm going to try some spirit bullshit. He's going to tap his staff on her forehead to try to help her remember.
God damn it. Now I actually have to think of what would you need to roll to do that, because that's not like a natural thing.
Cool. I was thinking straight up spirit heritage, just popping up. But that's I don't know.
Actually, I'm going to have you roll your gnosis.
What's the difficulty?
6.
No one spending willpower. Yeah, true. Activate. Please and thank you. 3 successes.
Yeah, she does look visibly calmer again. Just, not again, but like a lot calmer.
What is your name?
Sarah. It's Sarah. They don't remember my last name.
Sarah's plenty to go off of, and it's a lovely name. I'll see you later, Sarah.
Okay.
He will give a small bow, and he will head back to the lavatory and shift cypress.
Fine, but she's going to shout at you. Remind them of my name.
I will. Roll this again.
Yeah, Gnosis, rolled at 5, please. It's supposed to be easier on the, easier to step sideways from the Umbra.
please.
Yep, 5 minutes. So I would say that roughly took about 15, 20 minutes to half an hour, actually. 15 to half an hour. In that time, you guys can't find Moon for shit. Scent of the True Form does lead you to the bathrooms, though, lost and found.
Yeah.
That's not good.
How long does it take us? How long are we unable to find Moon?
15 to 30 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, Lost will obviously like follow the scent to where it stops. And the longer this goes on, the more they are getting visibly distressed. They will lead Styx and Maria into the bathroom and say
I can't go in there. That's the men's bathroom. I can't go in there.
Well, and Lost will like duck in and come back out. Moonspoken is not in there, but their scent does not go anywhere else. I do not know where they have gone.
He probably stepped sideways.
I do not think it is always best for us to attempt to fight things on our own, but I do not know how to help in the Umbra as well as I can here.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to ask, about how long would we be waiting for Moon if we were just at the bathroom for him to get back?
Like I said, it was about 15 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
Wait, okay, it's just for time frame. I walked away.
They had a conversation for 10 minutes, so it would be about 5 to...
Yeah.
You're right. 5 to 15 minutes.
Yeah,
okay, so not enough time for Lost to freak out yet.
Given your mentality, yes.
I mean, they're on edge, but they're not going to have a full-blown panic attack yet. Much longer, and they will. But...
No, you're just
full lupus and howls in the room.
You are just very, very visibly distressed.
Yeah, they're not happy about anything right now.
Yeah. I imagine he steps out of the bathroom after a few more minutes. There he is.
Yeah.
Lost will walk up to Moon and look like they are trying not to reach out and grab him and just be like, I am glad you are back.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Found. I thought everyone would still be eating at this point. Lunch is usually a time to sit and chat, so...
They don't want to serve what I would eat here.
They absolutely do serve a 16-ounce porterhouse steak.
I don't think Lost knew that or ordered it. I think Lost just sat there.
I apologize. At any rate, the ghost's name is Sarah, and she's agreed not to try to convince people to kill themselves anymore. She's been sensing the fires and the rage that comes from them for the past while. And she'll point me in the direction of the next one that's happening as long as I stay in the hotel. So, that's taken care of.
That is good.
Yes, so you all may do as you wish. I apologize for keeping you.
Styx is I think he's pretty obviously not happy with Moon right now. I think the moment that Moon apologizes for keeping us waiting, I think Styx just kind of very visibly tenses up and then kind of turns and tries to walk somewhere a bit more isolated. He doesn't want to be around Moon right now.
I'm going to offer you two options. You get to choose one. One is a lot worse than the other. You can either roll your rage for a frenzy, or spend 2 willpower. Because I definitely should have called for it earlier.
I need to see if there is 2 willpower to spend right now.
Because I should have had you roll it earlier.
Out of character, I really want to roll, but my smart option is to spend 2 willpower. And so I shall.
Okay.
You're the one getting angry, don't you?
How many willpower points do you have left, by the way?
After this, I'm going to have 1 left.
Are you aware of what happens if you go below that?
Indeed, I am.
Understood. All right. Well, that's that. So, what y'all gonna do? Moon lost. What are you guys gonna do?
Above the table, the ghost has just promised to stop trying to kill people, but that hasn't really solved the problem, right?
It's closer to kicking the can down the road if shit happens, but as far as you know, right now, it won't do anything.
And we don't know yet what will trigger it.
Moon knows what triggers some of the anger.
Yeah, Moon went off to go. Yeah, Moon's like, fine, he's upset with me. I didn't know what else to do in this circumstance. I'm sorry that I went off on my own. At the same time, it was easier than bringing everyone over. So I apologize. That's all I have to say.
I don't think he's upset that you went off on your own. I understand, even though I do not like the pack being apart from each other, but understand when it is necessary. Is there something we can do to... You say the ghost will not hurt others, but can we stop whatever is hurting it?
Her name is Sarah, and she asked us to remind them of her name.
Remind
presence
who?
of... That's a great question. The presence of people enrages her. The fires being started in the area also has an effect on her. And she's unwilling to let go of that anger for most things unless I ask her very firmly to do so. I don't have a plan. This was put in front of me, and I did the best that I could.
You are doing well, I think. It seems like we need to look at the fires again. If that will also help this.
It might. I'm just as in the dark as the rest of
Loss is going to look at Maria. Do you also know nothing of our son?
Gotta look the moon.
I didn't fully hear the question, but
What do you know of? I'm going to say this exactly how Lost and Found said it. Our son.
oh, that's why I thought it was our son, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm kind of clueless on what the hell you're talking about.
No, Lost did say our son. They don't know
Yeah.
words good all the time.
Yeah, arson is a criminal act, and Six explained it very well easier. They are people who just enjoy destruction, and they usually don't care who and what they hurt.
Oh, arson. Yes. Okay. So, I mean, I kind of overheard it when we were at the newspaper yesterday. Yeah, somebody's lighting fires, I guess.
Did you also overhear where this has happened?
They didn't really say where. They were just saying they're going to do something to cut. They were covering it up because they didn't want to freak out the humans, and that it usually starts. The fire usually starts with a body, with like something torn.
Something torn? Like a limb?
No.
But a body.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just like they said it was like torn. I don't know what was torn.
Where can we find a body?
Oh god, I forgot I give you guys things.
Yeah, like
why do you want a body?
if fire happens where the bodies are, should we not look for the bodies?
I don't exactly think that's how that works. If I were to hazard a guess, they probably kill somebody, tear something, and then probably light the body on fire. At least that's what I would do if I were to be an arsonist and kill people.
That seems like many steps. I feel as though it could be shortened. But
Well,
where do we find this?
That's not how it's going to work. Sorry, Maria. We don't know when it's going to happen. That's part of the issue. You can't just find bodies. There's not bodies lying everywhere, unfortunately. So that's crying out loud. Where's Styx? This is his venture.
He went in that direction. And Lost will point vaguely in the direction that Styx stormed off in. And they'll look back at Maria. Do you wish to stay here, or... And then they'll look at Moon, should we take the cub with us?
The
I
cub
have a
has to stay
name.
here. Maria is going to stay here. Maria has to stay here.
Not exactly have to, but I'd prefer to.
It is where the Sept is aware of your existence, and that's where you're going to stay.
That does seem safer.
Sorry, I'm not trying to treat you as a problem, but we are just very aware of who and what you are, and we need you safe.
Yeah, it just seems people have had a habit of treating me as an object lately. And not in the way of like being a female, just like the white howler, and I don't understand any of it. They just treat me as if I'm a thing and not a living, breathing person.
Well, that's the problem, Maria. You are both. The thing that you are signifies the return of one of the mightiest and most renowned groups of werewolves to ever exist. He's saying this quietly, by the way. That disappeared in a terrifying and horrible fashion that left a mark on all of the Garou. But you're also alive and walking among us for the first time in longer than most Garou have been alive. Both of those things are true. It's going to take a while for people to accept both are true at the same time. What I ask of you is a little bit of... I hate asking for your patience given the circumstance, but it's going to be a little bit more of that before all this is over. Many of them don't even believe that you even exist. Just seeing you myself makes me wonder what other things in the past are just buried and waiting to come out. But I see a very strong person that I can't wait to get to know better. So thank you for your patience.
Yeah, I guess. It's just, I was thinking about it last night, being told I'm going to be a werewolf, and then now being treated like this is like double of being a woman, I guess. Without the pain.
Have you seen The Crown? Actually, that doesn't exist yet.
Have you seen it?
Have you traveled to the future and watched the hit Netflix show?
The Crown? If you've watched any of the documentaries in the past about Queen Elizabeth.
I can't really say I have.
Your royalty. Think of it that way. Where is Styx? And I'm saying that with a firm tone, because we have things to do.
Styx is... Actually, yeah, where did Styx find to hide?
Where do you want to hide?
He is trying to find the most isolated, quiet place he can to just sit on the ground and continue attempting to not murder everybody.
Across the street, there's a parking garage that you could, duck under a bar and go into the kind of like... it's not like, basement parking or anything, but like there's a level where people can park and you can go just like a little bit more where they keep equipment.
That sounds good. Styx is going to have gone there.
Okay.
And then what?
Yeah. And then what?
Well, no, Moon is trying to find you.
Well, no, I was asking because we were just talking for like 10 minutes or so. So at the end, then what was when you left?
Yeah. What else is Styx doing now that he's all
Oh,
pissed off, going to secluded place?
So he is again just trying to calm himself down, but also continuing to just brood. And honestly, not much. He's just thinking.
And when does he stop brooding and thinking? It's kind of
I imagine probably about after 15 minutes.
Mhm.
He's probably got himself calmed down enough, and he's gonna try to come back to the pack and Maria.
Yeah, I imagine Moon had led everyone to the hotel lobby too late.
Yeah, Moon, if you do go off to find him, you'll find him like right outside the front
No,
entrance.
I said I literally just said I led everyone to the hotel lobby to wait because he's not going to separate the group.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know where he went, so I'm just going to wait. Yeah, we're all in the hotel lobby.
Styx?
Yes.
Well, Styx and Moon. One of you needs to speak to the other.
Oh.
No, I was leading into the scene. You see us sitting in the hotel lobby.
Sorry, my brain reset. I misheard. But Styx enters the hotel lobby. He is still looking pretty visibly pissed. He's just gonna say to Moon, we need to talk later after we have handled whatever this is.
I can talk whenever you wish.
Have you figured anything new out?
Nothing more than what I explained before you walked away.
Well then.
There is a pattern to the fires. They leave a body, is what Maria said.
But I said that they said. I want to make that very clear.
I don't imagine there's anything he would be able to know about this, but is there any way that sounds like something Six would know about? The pattern of the bodies being ripped and lit on fire?
No.
Yeah.
Other than it just seems that this guy follows a pattern. Maybe given what your family does, it kind of sounds like... I mean, if someone in the family or, that camp were to do that, they would probably be murdered on the spot. But it's not entirely out of the question that, someone in the camp would just go like, hey, you didn't pay us money. I'm going to light your fucking house on fire. And I think Styx as a character would know. It's like, yeah, that sounds like somebody who has access to money and fire starting stuff.
Great. Any ideas on where to go from here?
Above the table is like there a morgue, or I believe a library where we could do a little research was mentioned. These are things that unfortunately Lost would not know about. So
Okay.
I don't think Moon was around during the library mention or point necessarily anything else about the Arsatops. I don't know.
Moon was around. Whether he was fully paying attention to that fact or not is up to you, because you could have been just still thinking and being upset about the North Wind spirit.
Yeah, he was off to the side, not talking to anyone because he's shy and wasn't really listening until someone talked. So, like,
logically, there is a morgue. Given that you have academics, yes, there's a morgue. There is also the library. The River Watcher mentioned going to one of the college libraries or university ones. So, like, you go to the Eastern Washington University Library. You can go to. You can try to find out where where a morgue or an autopsy place might be. Wherever cadavers are, you could just go to the public library to do research as well. The public library is also very close by.
Give me a moment. I'll go check the yellow pages because I don't have. All right. Yep. Yeah. Moon's gonna go look at the yellow pages for the college library, and we'll just go there. Get a taxi. Call a taxi. We can pay for it.
Okay. The public library is within walking distance.
I don't. Okay.
I
don't know.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I was saying you can go to the Eastern Washington University, or you can go to the public library that is very close by. That is what I said. Very close by.
Sure. We'll walk to the public library.
Okay.
Yep, that's what we're gonna do.
Just kind of like, I don't know why you would hunt for that. Yeah, public library, it's standard library of sorts. Given I know you guys are going to be looking for demon stuff, so religious texts and stuff, you guys, I'm going to take intelligence academics roles from everybody if you are researching about the demon or about demons in general.
I mean, Lost will try. I just don't expect it to go very well, but we'll give it a shot. We'll see what they find.
What's difficulty?
7.
I'm going to go ahead and spend a willpower because I know that this is not going to go well, and then maybe they at least won't fail.
You actually have a decent dice pool. What is up?
No, I don't. You said intelligence academics?
It's decent. It's not good. I'm just saying it's decent.
Okay.
Would calculating happen here? I forgot to ask.
Yeah, and generally everybody should have a specialization in academics, but I know I'm gonna guess 2 of you don't have that. But with calculating, that's what, like 4 successes? 5?
It'd be 4 with a -1.
Okay, yeah, 4. Yeah, you're right.
Also, I was raised in a tent.
That doesn't mean you didn't have access to books and stuff. They would still try to make sure you're learned.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I had access to a public library.
No.
But
you just had the most success.
Yeah.
All right. So We're gonna have to go into this proper. All right. So for Styx and Lost, you guys pick up these kind of like documentation of the Bible, and historical accounts that may or may not be true. And they kind of go over about the saints and what they did and how some of the holy objects are relics, I should say. Probably had some actual power to it, but it's considering how they're all classified and not classified, kept safe from normal touching people and researchers, because Vatican be Vatican. They are like, we can't get a good account on that. I was talking instead of researching, pulling up the page I needed to. Moon. Unload up quicker. So the Anunnaki. They are the creators. They are the ones who shaped the earth and used it to make things. And the metal squelch got buried. Second.
Sorry, I missed part of that, I think. You said the creators of the earth and then something about metal? Where did the metal part come in?
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
So like I said, Lost and Styx, you guys just have generally that your stuff is more pulled to the saints and how their relics and stuff actually might have held some power. But for Moon, he has access to the Anunnaki. They are the creators and shapers of the Earth and planets and everything. They're the literal creators. And that they might have had this metal that they worked with to shape things, rumored to be the original source of Damascus in the olden days, is called seer.
Is any of this going to be in any of the note areas? Because I don't know how to pronounce or write down most of these names I'm carrying. Because I don't know how to spell Anunnaki. It's probably not how I see it in my head.
You're right. You're right. I'm just not going to call them by their demon name, because that's probably not what you'd be able to find.
No, you're good. You're good. This is maybe later on. But,
yeah, no, I put the name and the metal in there. I'm going to be adding more because he rolled very well.
Cool.
They're the ones who instill. They created these. They're the creation of fire and stone. While they did not create life, they built the garden. They infused that soul, the warmth that it had, the paths and directions that were able to be taken there. They all did that. But when Lucifer gave the apple to Eve and it was eaten, there is this story of a war. And it kind of like just jumps to the story doesn't really explain how we get from Eve eating the apple to this part of this war, where the Anunnaki built the weapons, they built the armor, they built the citadels, the castles, where the humans that allied with Lucifer and the angels who sided with Lucifer, they all fought. The Anunnaki were the creators, the builders, the artificers, and were generally seen as being the most giving to humans and their kind, and most caring as well. And but they did give items to Adam and Eve that have also never been found, and perhaps even of this metals, of the seer metal as well, is that they presented these jewels to Adam and Eve, though they may have been cursed as well. And when the murder when the first murder happened as well, that is when the fallen, the ones who sided with Lucifer, really took up arms. We're very upset that now that these things that they made were actually being used by humans to kill each other instead of the humans siding with them to rally against the creator. Yeah. So I do have the name of the Anunnaki. That's in there. In the PC notes, and the metal.
Sure. You will relay that to the other two.
I don't understand how that ties to someone lighting fires now. And Lost is just going to look a little, like, confused.
Oh, you have me dying over here. What's better is that you literally picked up a book on religious stuff as well.
Yeah, but Lost doesn't have that much experience with religion in general, having been raised a wolf.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm going to have my character roll, I don't know, intelligent enigmas to figure out how they connect, because I'm not quite following myself.
I am also not. Can I please have 6
No.
roll something?
Okay. This is not related to the fire. This was the one thing that you guys were told to research in regards to the demon. This is what River Watcher said, is to research that.
Yes, what we said we were going to go do at the library was research information to help us with the fires first.
Ritualistic killings. Okay. That's a different thing. I'll give you guys that for free because I went off on the part that I thought you were researching. So I'll give you that for free. That's my bad. That's all my bad.
Yes. Local geography of Spokane, the Anunnaki.
Yeah, the Anunnaki. They lived there. No, so this area, basically anywhere east of the mountains, of the Rocky Mountains. God, shit. Is that the Rocky Mountains or is it the Cascades? Cascades is in Colorado, right?
Mountains? Sure. I'm not a geography guy.
We have the Rocky Mountains here.
Okay. Ooh, I don't remember. That's my bad. Well, then it's probably the Cascade. Oh my god, I feel shit. I should study up on my geography more. So I want to make sure I give you the right mountain range. Okay, the Cascade Mountains. So anywhere east of the Cascade Mountains is generally, like at least in this region, is very fucking dry. It has all 4 seasons, but like in summer and like spring, sometimes it gets really fucking dry. So there's been like incidents of a lot of wildfires happening before, like fires starting from lightning, and that have been struggled to be contained with regards to like time of like when they would kind of like show us like, hey, we're trying to take care of these fires. But there are these reports from 70 or 80 years ago. And they talk about these bodies that were just torn to smithereens, essentially. And there was an accelerant kind of like laid around the body that was used to light up these big industrial buildings. And there was also like mentions of murder involving poison as well. They don't seem entirely related, but it's still talking about like murder and stuff. But yeah.
Cool. I don't. I want to do something kind of weird here because I don't have investigation, but I want to layer this information over the information about the current bullshit happening around the city.
Yeah, hit me with it. What you wanna?
I want to use enigmas.
That sounds like the second best option for you to do that with.
The other one would be a cult, and that they're equal.
Enigmas would be better.
Yeah. Difficulty.
Standard. Yeah, standard 6.
And calculating. Marker?
No.
Calculating the data?
Well, you're just trying to see what the correlation is between the two, yeah?
Is that not being a calculating individual?
Not entirely in this context, sadly. If you were to be taking the statistics of it, maybe. 2 is still pretty good. Wow, you got a lot of 5s there.
Yeah, it hurts.
They could be related, though if it were that, it means somebody here is either possessed by a ghost who's doing the same sort of killing, or it's somebody who's following their ancestor in doing this. Or perhaps, and I'm going to tell you this because you're the only one who have closer knowledge of the ancestors than anything else, than anyone else other than Blasted Found, who has their own ancestor. It could be like a Garu who has this insane ancestor, who's just, again, it would be close to possession, taking over the body and doing all that jazz. Those are the probabilities.
Do any of the victims have any relatives named Sarah?
No. None of the household names that have been put in the paper have... Well, you don't know Sarah's last name, but it's not fully in relation to that. I don't think you would think that. That's what I should say.
He would think that because the rage of the fires is affecting her.
Okay. Well, you don't have her name yet. If you just want to give me if you want to give me a quick little roll, I'm gonna make it pretty easy on you. You don't have investigation.
No, what I'm trying to do, and this is going into the spiritual side of things, is that even back then, a lot of the deceased would have that this person is, I don't remember the exact wording, is like remembered by this relative's name, this name, blah, 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 blah. Like they'd still, they're not doxing the people, but they would still give names of the family members that deceased is like leaving behind. And that's why I asked.
Yeah. Okay. They haven't done that yet with the modern newspaper at the moment.
She died ages ago.
Yeah. With a modern newspaper, they haven't, say, like, remembered by blank for anyone who's died in the modern day fires. In the past, no one, surprisingly enough, no one named Sarah died in a fire. You do find, I will allow you to say, you do find a record of her dying falling through a roof.
No, you're misunderstanding. Did she have any relatives that died in those fires and she died later?
No.
Okay,
I was misunderstanding. I am sorry.
Yeah, I was looking at both directions. Like, was she followed by anyone who then died in a fire afterwards? So if the answer is no in both directions, never mind.
Yeah. No, just umbral funkiness happening. It's probably your best bet in layman's terms. It's umbral funky.
Yeah, I'll just tell everyone what he found, and that's that.
Thank you for listening to Rage Across the Northwest, a Werewolf the Apocalypse actual play by Hallowed Haven Studios. Storytelling for this actual play is provided by Vironz. In Vino Veritas is played by Bloodied Porcelain. Moonspoken is played by Grizz. Sticks and Stones is played by Grizzly. Lost and Found is played by Howl. Our intro music is by Ikoliks. Our art is by Olesia Bezula at fiverr.com/Susie Nocheck. Editing is by Vironz and Termite.